All right, joining us now, a Democratic member of the House Oversight Committee, Congressman Jared Moskowitz of Florida. Thanks.
Jared, you going to get a deal?
Well, look, I mean, the Senate's going to get a deal. I mean, when you're hearing John Thune and Lindsey Graham say this is the most conservative policy they've ever been able to accomplish, and then you see my colleagues in the House say, well, the border is a huge crisis, which I believe it is. Fentanyl is a huge issue, which I believe it is. But we can't do anything until after the election. We don't want to do it now. We don't want to help Joe Biden solve this issue. We don't want to help the American people solve this issue because they want to use it as an election issue. They want to weaponize it. And don't listen to me. These are literally the words of several Republican congressmen, including the speaker, who said he doesn't want to solve it until after the election. And so, Joe, I hope you're right. Yeah. I hope they take the Senate deal. But if they don't, then we need to expose it to the American people that they're not serious. Even though they show pictures and they talk about it and they hold these hearings, they're not serious about solving this for the American people.
Well, they talk time and time again about dead Americans because of fentanyl coming across the border. So is Mike Johnson really going to say, we're going to let Americans continue to die and allow fentanyl to continue to stream across the border because over the next 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 months, and just let Americans die, let the fentanyl stream across the border, let illegal immigrants come across the border, because we don't want to have a bipartisan deal. I mean, are they really going to say that? And also, are they really going to stab Israel in the back and stab Ukraine in the back, Congressman? I think Mike Johnson gets rolled, and the crackpots in the back row that are saying, let Ukraine collapse, let Israel, basically tell Israel go to hell, all because we don't want to give Biden the toughest border security win Republicans could ever get.
Well, Joe, listen, I hope you're right. But if you saw, remember a couple of months ago, Speaker Johnson already told Israel to go to hell when he tied it to the IRS money and knew that that bill was dead in the Senate. He knew it was dead in the Senate. Washington has this thing, and you know this better than anyone. The House passes something that they know the Senate won't take, and they declare victory. And the Senate passes something that the House won't take, and they declare victory, and they pretend they actually did something when that bill never becomes law.
Right.
And so we have delayed Israel's security package for months now because in Speaker Johnson's first week in office, instead of bringing Democrats and Republicans together in Israel's time of need, he split us apart and politicized that aid package. And so, look, he's going to do what Trump tells him to do. They talk every week now. And so I think that's where the House GOP is. I agree with you that I think the pressure is going to be overwhelming. And we know that there are moderate Republicans still in the House, but are they going to step up? Are they going to challenge these conservatives, the Freedom Caucus that wants to bring back isolationist policy? They talk about China and China's influence. They talk about Russia and Russia's influence. They talk about what's going on in Latin America or Cuba. If we start taking our foreign aid away from these countries, that's going to send a message to our allies that we're not dependable. And China and Russia are going to declare victory and start increasing their influence all over the world.
Oh, my gosh. The message it sends to China on Taiwan is absolutely frightening. By the way, Mika, I don't like to correct members of Congress. I mean, you know, they're like
Jared Moskowitz.
Especially Jared Moskowitz. I do want to say there are no moderates. I knew moderates when I was in Congress. There are no moderate Republicans left. There are conservative Republicans like Chairman McCall. There are conservative Republicans who don't want to stab Israel in the back, don't want to stab Ukraine in the back, don't want to blow
I'm trying to incentivize them. I'm trying to be nice to them. I'm trying to incentivize them to stand up to the lunacy that Trump is trying to feed them.
Yeah, I mean, they're very conservative, but they get radicals that are again, trying to stab Israel and Ukraine in the back and kill the best border deal they'll ever get.
And instead of getting things done, they're focused on Hunter Biden and showing naked pictures and seeing what they can do to bring him down. By the way, a benefactor for Hunter Biden is accusing House Oversight Chairman James Comer of mischaracterizing his closed-door testimony, according to an attorney for Kevin Morris, a lawyer who loaned Biden millions of dollars to pay his tax bills. Comer cherry-picked Morris's testimony for a press statement in Comer's favor. Morris's attorney is demanding the full transcript of the 5-hour interview be released. A spokesperson for the House Oversight Committee says the transcript will affirm Comer's statement.
No, it won't.
However,
no, it won't. No, it won't.
Don't worry.
Because Arnold the Pig is talking to Comer right now and telling him he's screwed. Because, Arnold the Pig, smartest one in there.
Yeah.
He's saying, hey, the transcript comes out. You're going to look bad like you always look bad when these transcripts come out.
Yeah, but they also say they won't have them come out, or the release will be delayed because they, quote, do not have it from the court reporter at this time.
I wonder if that was strategy from Arnold the Pig.
You're just so
green acre-ish.
Blatantly stupid and
Jared,
cruel.
Congressman, this is what I don't understand.
How do you work with these people?
This is what I don't understand. If you put your hand on a hot stove the first time, you're like, okay, I'm going to give Comer, okay, maybe he didn't know that was going to hurt. But, right? He keeps doing it, keeps making himself look stupid. Republicans keep looking stupid on that committee. I mean, when are they going to, and I'm dead serious.
How do you do it?
When are they going to figure out that there is no there, and they're only embarrassing themselves?
Well, look, this is why one of my Republican colleagues who sits on the committee said this is why we shouldn't pick our chairman based on how much money they raise. And so, look, they know these hearings have been just a total debacle for them. They've been failure theater. You saw it with the one impeachment hearing they had. You saw what they've tried to do with Hunter. But going back to what that's coming out about the witness who just sat for deposition, that's why Hunter Biden accepted Chairman Comer's invitation to appear publicly. And that's why Hunter Biden has been so aggressive, because this is what Chairman Comer and the Republicans have done this entire time. They hold a deposition, and then they selectively leak things from the deposition, and then they never release the transcript. And so, look, Hunter Biden and the chairman and the committee have come to an agreement that he's going to sit. My guess is we'll see that full transcript come out pretty quickly so that this incident doesn't happen. But this is why there is no trust with anyone coming before the committee in these depositions, is because they come out and leak them. And so, look, the chairman even said, oh, well, this is not really about impeaching Joe Biden anymore. What, really? You voted for an impeachment inquiry. So they're all over the place, and they don't have the votes to impeach Joe Biden. They don't have the votes to impeach Joe Biden because why?
Yeah.
There's no evidence on Joe Biden at all.
None. It's just like saying, hey, we're going to impeach Mayorkas because the southern border is crazy.
Well,
and at the same time go, you know what? We're going to kill the bill that Senate Republicans, the most conservative, like James Langford, and the most conservative Senate Republicans say will bring order to the southern border.
Yes, definitely want to kill that. You don't want to actually.